Hey all, it's Brad here, and it's been about 2 months since my memoir, Into the Soul of the World, came out, and I wanted to start reading some passages and posting them. So today I'm going to read from chapter 1, called A Mountain of a Story, and this comes at the end of the chapter, and it's sort of a foreshadowing of things to come. In early November, about 3 months after Into Thin Air appeared on newsstands, I gave Mark my notice, packed my outside office into boxes, thanked my boss and the rest of the staff, and set up a home office in the new house I shared with Di, my wife. If now wasn't the perfect time to make my break and step into the life of my dreams, full of adventurous travel to exotic places, when would the right time be? In this moment, becoming a great adventure writer felt like more than just a dream. It felt like my destiny. It all sounds so logical and reasonable now. As I organized my new home office, there was one memo I didn't get, or at least didn't read. If only I'd spent more time studying the writings of Freud and Jung, or at least just looked up the word destiny. If I had, I might have learned that destiny, it turns out, is a future scenario, one's destination. We can dream about our destiny, the place we'd like to end up, but we cannot escape our fate. A word I should have looked up, something a tad more twisted and dark. Fate is what the universe has planned for us, and its synonym, somewhat appropriately, is doom. If becoming a successful adventure writer was my destiny, then losing everything, my wife, my house, my money, my career, my sanity, and nearly my life within 10 years of the publication of Into Thin Air was my fate. I never could have imagined that within that decade, due to undiagnosed, untreated PTSD and complex PTSD, I would be brought to my knees by visually graphic and other times purely emotion-driven flashbacks. I would end up too depressed to carry on and numbed out on a massive cocktail of 23 psychotropic pills per day. I could never have anticipated that I would become a housebound zombie, living off government disability checks, or that much later I'd try to pull my life together by reimagining myself as a spiritual seeker on the road to redemption across the Holy Land. I certainly never could have predicted that I'd temporarily abandon my writing career to become a headband-wearing yoga teacher, or that I'd be twice divorced and endure the mother of all midlife crises. How could I have foreseen that I would one day kneel at the feet of a 100-year-old yogi in a cave in the Himalayas, and that he'd bless me by literally smacking me on the head, leading to a 12-hour mystical experience during which the curtain of the universe was pulled back for me, and I saw the unification of all. As I sat in my office the day of that call, I thought I was building the foundation for a solid career as a journalist and travel writer. Who knew where that career would lead? But lectures, books, fame, and material wealth were certainly my hoped-for destiny. I had no idea that I was a broken man, doomed to external adventures that were humbling and humiliating, as well as a man fated for a decade of challenging inner work needed to heal and finally make sense of my life. All of this happened to me, and I'm still here to tell the story. So thanks for listening. This is Into the Soul of the World, my journey to healing, and it would be awesome if you would buy a copy and read it. I'd love to hear what you think about it.